This is the ugly pumpkin that I bought from the pumpkin patch last year. You may have seen it in the video I took of that field. And it's, August 15th, 2011. It's almost a year old and it's still good and heavy as ever. And I'm going to try to open it up because I'm going to get the seeds out of it. Okay, I've never been very good at carving pumpkins with knives and stuff. So I'm not very strong, so I'm just going to use a hammer. I really don't know what I'm doing, but it seems like probably the best thing to do, especially on this center part that's kind of caved in. I hate doing this at the same time, but pumpkins don't last forever, and I need the seeds to plant in the garden. Aww. Cool. It's like really hollow. I wonder where the seeds are. Wow! Oh man, did I get gypped on seeds? Have to check that out. I'm gonna put the camera down. Okay, now this is actually really cool. I've made an opening in the pumpkin, and I guess because it's nearly a year old and it's been drying out inside my house nicely, there was no disgusting wet stuff inside. The inside is actually feels dry and rough, and I did find some seeds. They're like lodged in a bit of the meat, but these are some. There's some big seeds. It's pretty dry, which I'm happy about. I always hate how pumpkins are wet and gross when they're fresh. There's some more seeds right there. And it's got these like little compartments, like little layers of strings, and it feels kind of like cloth, and it's really interesting. So I'm gonna work on getting the seeds out of this. This is what it looks like now. And if I had left this drying, it probably would have been like a hard-shelled gourd, and all the seeds would have been dried and rattling around inside. Very cool. I may get these out of my other one that's still, the round one that's still intact. So here are the seeds from the one too many pumpkin that I harvested. And all full of, some of them more dry and some of them more gross. I'm gonna clean them out, and I think the best way to do it is to have a strainer and just dump them all in the strainer. And there's really no easy way to do this. Just turn on the water and slosh them around so there's no meat on them. You have to do them one by one. And then you put them out to dry. These are the seeds from the one too many pumpkin that I was cleaning earlier. And what I did was, I have this screen. If you guys have any type of surface you can put these on, a screen like this or a shelf is really good because the pumpkins need to be left out to dry. These guys have been drying for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, something like that. You can leave them out for about 24 hours, but really if you leave them for a few more days to dry, just in case, it's a good thing. And then what I do to store them is I put them in little plastic bags. You get one here. So I store them in little bags like this. They come in different sizes, and this is definitely too small for the amount of seeds that I have, so I'll probably just use a regular sandwich bag, but it's an example. I use these when I mail them out to my friends and stuff. And the reason is that you might want to wait more than 1 day. See, these are still stuck together. That's from being moist and wet. You don't want them to have any moisture in them when you store them in your bags, because then they can build up mildew and mold, and that can kill your seeds and they won't be good when you plant them. It's also good that once you find your place to put the your seeds on, that you put this on a shelf that has wire underneath as well, because the important thing is the air circulation, so the air can get underneath this and the seeds can dry up nicely, and you can save them and use them in your garden to plant next season. Another important thing about pumpkin seeds is like this one here, if you squeeze it, it flattens out and there's nothing in it. That one's no good. You throw that one out. You want your pumpkin seeds, when you squeeze them, to feel hard, and that they shouldn't be smushy and they shouldn't bend. So that's got a live embryo inside. And I had more. This is a lot of seeds. I had more, but I'm planting them outside. I will be planting more of these, but I'm probably going to have a lot of these left over. And that's pretty much what I do when I save seeds. There's a lot of work and can get frustrating, but if you want your own, to save your own types or to breed your own varieties, it's definitely worth it.